Hey all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ben, aka Notions. This video is about my drug use, my start at the very beginning, and until the present day, April 2020. It all started when I was 8 years old. I smoked some weed because my mate's brother bought a quarter ounce of weed and he shared it between all of us because he made some joints out of it, like pretty much packed two skins of the quarter ounce spread out between a few joints. It was so packed, it was unbelievable. I remember it to this day, and it's like, that's 25 years ago. That's ridiculous, isn't it? 25 years ago that I smoked that two skin. Yeah, it was really made me have really bad anxiety, really bad paranoia. I could hardly speak to my mate Paul, and Luke was his brother. I could hardly speak. It made me so trembly and so high. My head felt really hot, and I was sweating. I was talking loads. Afterwards, when it had worn off, I was talking loads to my parents and stuff. When I came down, just talking about random stuff that happened in the day, but I didn't mention anything to do with this stuff I smoked. I wasn't even smoking cigarettes, like roll-ups back when I was 8. I just got offered to smoke some of this weed. I didn't get told it was weed. I just got passed something. I just put it in my mouth and smoked it. I just thought it'd be a good idea to try something new. So I did, and I ended up smoking loads of weed when I was 16 or 17. That's 16 or 17 years ago now. I'm 35 now, so it might be 18 or 19 years ago. I can't work it out. My maths is diabolical. I'm 35 years old now, 36 in May. So I started off by smoking weed, not alcohol, just cannabis. That's what soap bar. What used to be a tenner for an eighth of soap bar, and £10 used to be buying me an eighth of green as well at one point. And it used to cost me 200 quid for 2 ounces, 100 quid an ounce. That was buying it at a high price. That was actually quite a lot of money in 2002. That's quite a lot to spend because I couldn't get it many places. But I lived in a village, so I had to get it off one person. They must have made something off the 100 quid as well. Else they wouldn't have done it, would they? It was a good mate that sold me it. Anyway, smoking weed when I was 16 or 17. This led to me going out to Caesar's Palace in Billiford. And I was smoking weed back then quite heavily, and I was taking ecstasy and speeds amphetamines. I was taking base, which is a type of amphetamine in a paste form, and I bombed it. I was basically wrapping it up in a rizla and then swallowing it with water. The effects started hitting me within 25 minutes. I would say half an hour, 25 minutes, something like that. I'd be really talkative, really yapping on. I never shut up, and I was actually on at the same time, and that made me dance a lot to music and talk to random people. It released all my serotonin in one go. This was this was a really nice effect it had. I really enjoyed my time on ecstasy and stuff. I used to triple drop ecstasies like Mitsubishis and different ones, different make ones. I used to do quite a lot of pills back in the day, and then to the present day, I was taking OxyContin pills. There's only been one pill or another. I've been taking it. They were like Smarties to me. I love MSJ Valium as well. They're nice. I love chewing Valium up and tasting the actual diazepam in them. It's a beautiful taste. You've got to do it sometime if you want to know what it's like. Just chew them up, diazepam. It's a brilliant, nice taste. I might do that tonight. Chew my Valium up. Good idea, eh, Bill? Yeah. Ben speaking to you. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Okay then. Right. Yeah, so weed messed my head up a little bit in the first instance, along with amphetamines. But I'm better now. I haven't got schizophrenia anymore. I've just got a bit of psychosis left. But my thoughts come through the TV, but it's not actually my thoughts. It's thoughts from other people's brains going into my head, and I have to control my own thoughts somehow. can't hear my inner voice in my brain anymore, really. It's so quiet because of all my drug use. And it's like I'm going to die soon, it's so quiet. Oh well, I speak out loud to think now, really. It's almost like I have to. Basically, I started moving on to ecstasy and speed when I was 18 or 19. I had a year or two of just smoking weed and moved on to ecstasy and speed. And then I was doing Mandy quite a lot. It was MDMA. I was sniffing MDMA powder, which was a really lush effect. It was beautiful. I was chatting up the women in Caesar's Palace when I was sniffing Mandy. Mandy's just a slang name for MDMA. It's also called Molly as well for some reason. Molly and Mandy is MDMA. It's got a long name, Methy something. I don't know what it's called. I can't pronounce it anyway. If I wrote it down, I could probably make an effort at saying it, but I haven't got it written down anywhere, unfortunately. Anyway, I didn't start sniffing powder cocaine for about 10 years after I started smoking weed properly, probably 8 years actually. I think I started sniffing cocaine when I was 25, quite a late starter in cocaine really, but it didn't turn into a big problem until I started smoking the crack. I smoked some at my friend Zoe's house in Exeter, smoked some crack there. I went to Blackpool to meet a woman, I smoked some crack there and did some heroin there as well. And basically, someone just commented, said, hello back, mate. Alright, how you doing? Thanks for watching this video I'm making right now. I'm not a drug dealer at all, no. I used to be though, a long time ago. Well, I used to deal weed and speed, but I didn't do anything harder than that. Like, no heroin, no crack dealer. I've sold a bit of cocaine powder. That was a long time ago now. We only to like 2 or 3 people. I used to sell weed in a town. I used to be one of the highest dealers in the town for it once. Okay, India sounds like a nice country. I would like to visit there. I know they drive. They have camels there, don't they? They hunt things about with camels. Put the items like on the back of a camel and move it around India. Walk for miles to find water, don't they, out there? Is it water a hard thing to come by in India, or is it quite readily available? I'm just wondering, really. Anyway, I started doing speed and ecstasy when I was 19, and when I was 25 I started sniffing cocaine, and this led to me doing crack when I was around someone's house called Zoe's house in Exeter, in Devon, southwest England. The county town of Devon is Exeter. I was sniffing cocaine there and doing crack there. Basically, I'm trying to speak as loud as I can without shouting, really, mate. What was I going to say? When I next started doing heroin, yeah, I pinned up some gear, but I didn't do this at Zoe's house. I did this at Helen's house up in Blackpool, and basically I got pinning up the gear. She showed me how to do it. I soon cottoned onto it. She was gouging off a 10 bag, and I was pinning up a 10 bag with no effect whatsoever. I was meant to see how she can go over with a 10 bag, gouging out, not gone over, but gouging out off through 20 or 30 seconds after pinning it up. She would rush to the sofa just to gouge out and fall asleep. It never did that to me. Even OxyContin didn't do that to me. I would take 80 or 120 milligrams of Oxy and still be awake. I would be keeping my eyes open, but I'll be like that of 120 milligrams of OxyContin. My eyes would be shutting themselves, but I didn't really need it to happen, but it just did. It wasn't my idea to gouge out. I just wanted to relax and kill my pain. My bursitis in the hip, and it wasn't really that good having bursitis in the hip because it was really painful, and I couldn't put up with it for that amount of time. I had to go on OxyContin. I was started on codeine, then dihydrocodeine, then tramadol, which gave me a seizure, so I never took that again. I took that for 2 or 3 days until it gave me a seizure. I was driving at this point, it was dangerous. I lost my driving licence for a year because I had a seizure. 18 months I lost it for, not a year, 18 months from 1 gram of seizure. It never happened again. Until I was at the Marlborough Hotel and I had 11 in a row from cold turkey and diazepam, which is very, very physically addictive. Don't cold turkey diet if you haven't ever, please. If you're on a decent dose, like 20 or 30 milligrams, don't ever cold turkey it. You'll get the same effect as alcohol from detoxing it. Going cold turkey can kill you. I nearly died. I got rushed to hospital with the booze and twos on. And I kept going out of consciousness, and they kept thinking I was dying. They kept saying, "Ben, stay with us, stay with us." And I was so tired from being awake for about a week on speed. I was knackered. I needed to get some sleep in the hospital. So I got to the hospital. They put me in A&E. That's an emergency, and I was there overnight. And then I got sectioned after about 2 weeks of being in A&E. I broke my shoulder as well, but I only found out about this 3 weeks after being in A&E. Broke it and fractured it in 3 places because I fell over quite a few times for when I was having seizures. I fitted in my room and I was collapsed behind my door, my bedroom, because I had no energy to even wake up and stand up. They had to stretch me out of my room. And I hardly had any clothes on either. Alright, mate, I can see the best game ever making of Ido. I think it says Eldo. I'm not sure if it's an I or an L. Sorry. Idol? I don't know. Whatever it's trying to say, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, when I got into crack, there was no looking back, as it were. And basically, I didn't do crack on purpose. It's just like peer pressure course that's happened to me. And I didn't wish it to happen to my worst enemy. I wish I'd never tried crack in my life now, because it's ruined most of my adult life. And I'm trying to get clean now so I can live the rest of my life without crack and heroin being in it. So I can get a girlfriend, get married and settle down and have kids and stuff. I'm looking for a girlfriend now, but no girls like me probably around here. I'm not that bothered. I could stay single for all my life now. Never been married before, but I've had about 7 girlfriends, I think, most of them off the internet. But I don't speak to. I speak to one occasionally, Kim, and another one called Joanna. I speak to her occasionally as well, but not very often. I sometimes give them a ring, give them a call on my mobile phone. I've got both their numbers. I haven't got numbers for anyone else though. I've got done for stalking one other person, and they obviously don't want to speak to me again. I feel sorry for them now. They're stuck in the Highlands, in the Shetland Islands in Scotland. Outer Hebrides, sorry, not Shetland. Outer Hebrides, top right, Scotland, I think. Anyway, I'm in Cornwall, so I'm further, so I could be away from her now. They're not really bothered about her. Hope she's alright though. Still think about her sometimes. Anyway, I didn't get into pilling heroin for quite a while after smoking it. I like smoking it in a roll up just to get the taste of it, and it was really nice tasting. I found it really Moorish, with a very Moorish taste gear, just like crack, but crack is actually more Moorish than heroin. Can't understand why people like heroin so much, because crack is more mentally addictive than heroin. Heroin's a more physical addiction, but crack is more of a mental addiction. And I think the mental addiction is harder to get off and harder to beat than the physical addiction sometimes. I think if it's mental, it's in your brain, and you do I did you do drugs? Well, I'm making this video about drugs. Of course I did. It's pretty obvious I'm talking about heroin and crack, and did I do drugs? I think so. How can you not know? This video has been going on about cannabis, dihydrocodeine, codeine, oxycontin, heroin, crack, all sorts of drugs. And he says, do I do drugs? I know drugs are very bad, that's why I got off them. They're ruining my life, and they've ruined my life. Ruined my adult life anyway, but I've got off them now. I'm looking up for the future, so I can get a girlfriend, settle down, and have kids and stuff, children. I want that, but I've got to get out into the real world. I say ruin because he says ruined his life. Yeah, they did ruin my life, I know. My adult life. My childhood was good, but my adult life hasn't been so good. Anyway, I think I'll end this video now. Thank you for watching all. Please comment below with any questions. Please like this video. Like one person already has got 2 viewers on there at the moment. 15 minutes so far. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about drugs and schizophrenia and things. Please comment below if you want any questions answered. Hi, Zach Llewellyn. I can't say the last bit. Hi, mate. Please subscribe to me if you want. Or if you're subscribed to me, please view some more of my videos and you'll get the idea of what drugs I've been on and you'll get to know more. I haven't seen your name before, that's all, mate. So cheers for now. Bye all.